presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Bawumia, has promised to establish an inclusive government if elected president with a focus on empowering traditional leaders to fight against illegal mining. Speaking at a stakeholder meeting with traditional leaders in the Kwabri East constituency, Dr. Bawumia emphasized the importance of involving traditional leaders in the fight against illegal mining, which has been a major challenge for the country.
Nananum yebu mai from 1957. Usha yemfa nananum nka ho. Yedu nananum itu nchen wo. But muna mukuta asasi. Yedi yana saa no a emboayen me pese mesesa mrano section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act. Maybe amendino, yet the more powers, ma nananum namamboaye in the management and the governance of our country. Because Nema Bibri Wahwa, just a year born and anumamania, ye be year license for mining concessions, Mwasasiswa, you have to be part of the licensing process. Ye be register, and nananumuna mukuta assassino. But most of the time, mu register because assassino also. Mu be register assassino, mu be to your fees no Bibri, and yes, with the dispensation, all lands, 2 lands are nananumbe register. Initially, you be register for free, so that we encourage you to register. Because man register, or man switching eba, you be obeying himself, sasasi, way but muton dia, namo to your fee. And yes, muton dia, you be a fee every more. But registration, you be register amamo for free. Muton na di anayaji, ya capre kakrawo. No, they are all also same.
Well, Chief of Anitemfi in the Ahafo North South West District of the Ashanti region, Nana Kwame Abebrese, has bemoaned the lack of electricity connectivity to about 30 communities in the area. He says the lack of power supply poses a threat to education and ICT of the awards. The community also lacks stable mobile network connectivity. Nana Yahjemfi visited the area and with the NDC chairman Johnson Esiedun Ketia, who toured the Ashanti region and filed this report. I've also got Nanayao joining me on Zoom. Nanayao, if you're on, please give me an update and good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, MFR. So the NDC chairman, Johnson Esiedun Ketia, has completed a tour of the Ashanti region. He took time to visit some constituencies in the Ashanti region. In all, about 20 communities were visited by the NDC chairman. And basically, he went around explaining the NDC's policies or intended the manifesto promises to the people. Aside from that, he told them why they should this time vote against the New Patriotic Party, despite the Ashanti region's loyalty towards the party. According to him, even though the region has shown a lot of loyalty to the NPP, the NPP and the ruling NPP has continuously denied the people of the region of the needed development. For this reason, he believes that it's about time that the NPP vote the NDC this time. According to Johnson Esiedun Ketia, in some areas in the Ashanti region, the NDC has performed better than the NPP, who continue to win the region. So for this reason, it's about time that the people of the Ashanti region vote the opposition NDC instead of NPP. So basically, he's been visiting some traditional authorities and people in these areas in what he calls a retail campaign, and has been speaking to the people in very small groups and convincing them to vote the NDC or return the NDC into power.
Now, let's stay in that community for a moment. Are you able to confirm to me that electricity really, they don't have electricity in that community entirely, or they have it, but it's not quite functional?
They are not connected to the national grid. They don't have electricity, so a lot of people are now making use of rechargeable lamps, which they use generators and other things to power before they're able to have electricity in the evening. According to the chief of the area, due to this situation, a lot of their children or their wards are not able to benefit from the use of technology in the area. And he believes that that is the new order, and it's about time that the awards have that opportunity to use some of these gadgets to improve the understanding or to be able to be abreast with what is happening presently around the world. So he believes that if the NDC should be voted into power, this should be prioritized.
Well, before I let you go, I know that yesterday we nearly brought the audience this story about how some university lecturers went on a march supporting a particular policy of the NDC. Can you give me an update on that?
Exactly. These lecturers are from some public universities in the Ashanti region. Many of them are from the Kuma University of Science and Technology. Others are from the Kumasi Technical University. And the mission of going around was very simple. They believe that the no academic user fee by the NDC is a very good policy that will help a lot of people from the free senior high school graduate into university. They'll get opportunity to get tertiary education. And aside from this, no first year fees for that is being promised by the NDC, there is another student loan system. They call it Student Loan Plus, which is intended to give students loans that are enough to cater for the fees of continuing students. So according to these lecturers, it will be very good that these policies are implemented for their students who they know some of them are in poverty, and it's very difficult for some of them to pay their fees. So for these policies, the lecturers believe that the NDC should be voted into power to implement these policies, which will alleviate the plight of some of their students.
That's a very interesting and unusual twist in that campaign. Thank you so much, Nanaya, for bringing us that update. But let's go back to the camp of the NPP, where Nana Boakye Yadom is with the Vice President and brings us updates. Nana Boakye, good afternoon. Please give me an update.
Well, MFA, good afternoon to you. The Vice President is back in the Ashanti region to continue with his 15-day tour of the region. Just as you know, he took a break yesterday to go launch the credit scoring system and also join the CEO's presidential dinner. Well, he's back in the region to continue his tour. He's visiting 3 constituencies today: the Odotobri constituency, Manso Nkwanta constituency, and then Manso Edubia constituency. Currently, the Vice President is in Odotobri. He's having a stakeholders meeting, meeting the clergy, traditional leaders, and he has been reiterating his commitment to include chiefs in the governance system. He's promising an all-inclusive government if elected in 2025. And aside that, he's also encouraging the business community and Ghanaians at large to make good use of the credit scoring system that he launched yesterday in Accra. And so these are some of the few words that the Vice President has touched on mainly during his campaign this morning. We expected to be in Manso Nkwanta and Manso Edubia in the late afternoon and also in the evening, MFR.
So, Nana Boakye, and so the credit scoring that was launched or unveiled yesterday, did he touch on it? Did he touch on it anyway?
Well, just as I said earlier, he's encouraging the business community. You know, wherever the Vice President has been to this morning, especially during the stakeholders engagement early this morning, he has been encouraging businesses, traditional authorities, and Ghanaians at large to make good use of the credit scoring system. He says that this is the chance for everybody who can access their credit to get loans from banks so that they can go about their businesses. And so he's been touching on the credit scoring system, saying that it is one thing that is really going to help businesses to make their ends met. And so the Vice President has really made mention of the credit scoring system that he launched yesterday, MFR.
Thank you so much, Nana Boakye. I still will come to you at some point during the election brief for more details. Thank you.